3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Lakers, third best record here in the early going. And checking out the Clippers, they're much further down in the standings right now.
And when you look at the Clippers, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
And the Clippers starting 5. In the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Lakers, Reeves in at shooting guard. James is the small forward. Hachimura out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point. And Greg, in this Game 3 of group play, 2 undefeated teams in this NBA Cup tournament. You know, something's got to give, right?
And this is where that competitive instinct of the players starts to kick in. And, Kevin, the cup may not be the Larry O'Brien trophy, but neither one of these teams wants to take that first L in the tourney.
Now, here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Over Harden. And it's Doncic missing. Here's Zubac, 33 points last game. Zubac with the screen for Harden. As James Harden's career has gone on, Clark, he has crept his way up the all-time scorers list.
Yeah, it's kind of been a low-key stealth march, if you will. I mean, as long as he stays healthy, I think he's going to end up cracking the top 10 in all-time assists and maybe even go higher up that list.
The first one falls. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And coming into the season, J.J. Redick and the Lakers, Clark, emphasizing the importance of championship-level conditioning.
Well, hard to see that as directed at anyone other than Luka Doncic. That's one of the criticisms of Luka, his conditioning and his lack of effort defensively. This was a big question when they traded for him. Could they convince him to make the conditioning commitment necessary? Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Coming in fast and furious, Leonard refusing to slow down.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Doncic against Harden. On the wing, Doncic. 33 points last game. LeBron can't get it to go.
That's their 4th attempt from the floor with nothing to show for it.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
James Harden. One shot.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. Well, one thing we're seeing with both teams in Los Angeles, managing the contract lengths of their aging veterans with an eye toward free agency in the next few summers. With Paul George leaving the Clippers, and for the Lakers, LeBron James perhaps eyeing the door here. Not everyone is happy with the approach. They're sticking to it for now.
Taking that long view approach. All right, Chums, we thank you very much for that report. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Now, here's Dunn. 9-point game his last outing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by LeBron. Shot to stop the run. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. To the right side. Stolen by Reeves. To the paint. Shoots over Leonard. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
It's Harden with the drive. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know what? That's just fantastic concentration by Harden. Taking the hit and then draining the shot.
And both of these teams, Greg, have a couple games in the NBA Cup under their belts. They've gotten off to pretty good starts.
And I got to believe they both like the position they're in. And tonight will be huge in determining if they can make those knockout games. It's pretty much a must-win.
Free throw good from Harden.
Nobody quite like Harden to run your offense. He knows the ins and outs like very few do.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
It's time, everyone. Let's hear it for your Lakers girls.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Luka Doncic.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
Here's Doncic. Still scoreless. To the inside. Here's Vanderbilt. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Clippers leading by 10. Harden outside. Dunn outside. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Reeves. Here's Doncic. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to Cleveland. Down against Reeves. Collins a screen on Reeves. Dunn shot's good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 10. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
He gets it in there.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
So it's the Lakers now. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and there's another turnover by the Lakers. So here we are, right in the middle of the group stage of the NBA Cup. And here are the standings.
At this point, if you're towards the bottom of the group, it's going to be hard to climb up. It's really tough making the knockout stages. Only 4 of the 15 teams in each conference advance.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Now, Doncic. LeBron James on the wing. Overdone. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Now here's Leonard. 20 points for him last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Reeves outside. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened. To take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season, I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Wow, Clark, is Austin Reeves been good, especially after signing that 4-year, $54 million deal back in 2023?
Yeah, I tell you what, it might be the best value contract in the league. I mean, Reeves just continues to improve each season. He's got a very efficient and effective game, and he's also shown the ability to be much in the clutch at times.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you. A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Harden outside. Zubac with the screen for Harden. Down low. And that one is good from Zubac.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Lakers trail by 15. The 3 for Doncic. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
On the wing, Harden. Pass to Leonard. The 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Leonard's got 5.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The Lakers with the ball. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
It's good.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. some changes. Jake LaRavia is checked in for James. Marcus Smart comes in for Austin Reeves. And Vincent subbed in for Doncic. Clippers leading by 16. Outside Bogdanovich. Over in the corner, Batum. Brown inside the line.
Giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit. And
Hachimura picks him up defensively. And here is Paul. Over in the corner, Batum. Over Vincent. A shot by Batum, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Inside, stolen by Smart. And it's the Lakers on the break. And the Lakers with another miss. Paul outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, Lakers coach J.J. Redick has brought an attention to detail to this team. Austin Reeves said, quote, set that foundation of doing stuff the right way, and if we do that, we can be a really good team. Redick said it's important to always emphasize the things that you want. That hopefully becomes part of your identity. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's Smart following the basket by Chris Paul. Smart on the wing. Back to Hachimura. 6 on the shot clock. Vincent finds Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Clippers leading by 18. There's no question, Clark, Tyronn Lue has been a stabilizing presence for this Clippers organization.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Ty Lue has fostered a really strong culture and has navigated some testy, difficult situations, which is why he's already viewed as one of the best coaches in franchise history.
Here's Vincent. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 3 from Bogdanovich. No good. Shot missing. So it's the Lakers now. It's a 16-point game. Here's Hachimura. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Bogdanovich. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. If you look at the Lakers, a 2-0 start in their NBA Cup. What an incredible opportunity they have here tonight.
And the fans are starting to salivate thinking about a 3-0 start in the Cup. And if they win tonight, that would be the case. They'd have a legitimate shot at a perfect group stage record.
And as for the Clippers, what a fantastic start to the group stage. 2-0 and looking to continue their winning ways.
And yeah, on the road tonight, it'll be a bit of a challenge, but 3 is that magic number. If you win 3 group stage games, there's a good chance you advance.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. Here's Smart. And the layup's good off the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
We've got 1:13 left in the first. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Lopez. Brown feeling it out a bit. Paul for three. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Henson with it. Chris Paul covering. To the middle. It's stolen by Brown. Here we go. One-on-one. Batum passes to Paul. Brown with the screen on Hachimura. From the stripe. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Here's Smart. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers leading by 14. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Connect, he's checked in for Vanderbilt.
Number 4, Dalton Connect.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Vincent, defended by Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team.
Twelve seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the Lakers with another miss. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page and fast.
Here's Connect. With one on the clock. The shot misses. James Harden getting it done for the Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Clippers leading by 14. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. He's out there with James. And it's Connect in at the small forward position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Now, here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And stolen by Dunn. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Boy, if you don't stick Dunn, he'll burn you, and badly. Great quickness down the floor.
Dunn's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers.
Clippers substitution, number 40, Ivica Zubac.
And the Lakers with possession here. Doncic outside. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
It's Connect on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Reeves finds Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Leonard, the pass to Harden. Zubac with the screen for Harden. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 11 points.
Every opportunity he gets, Harden will take that. He's very efficient from range.
Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but few do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive, and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does with the basketball.
Zubac, a three from Leonard, and another three for the Clippers.
You know, three-pointers were the shots you, at one time in his career, wanted to give Leonard. Now you've got to guard him beyond the arc.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Lakers trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Out to Doncic. Hayes, great positioning on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Misses that one. His first miss of the night, 2 for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Here's Reeves. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Doncic, bounce pass. James, good.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Clippers leading by 16. Collins setting the pick for Leonard. That's to Harden. Doncic with the steal. There's the triple. Rebound by the Clippers. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Now here's Leonard. He's got 8. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Leonard's got 10.
As good as he is offensively, I think this is Kawhi's bread and butter. He is lethal from the mid-range.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Check out stats for Leonard. This last month, he's been positively spectacular and ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now here's James. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz. You know, Greg, with this being game 3 of the group stage, you have to start looking at how tiebreakers might work for teams that have the same record in group play. I mean, it's fascinating.
And I believe the first tiebreaker is head-to-head record in the group. If that doesn't solve it, a tie then goes down to each team's point differential. So there are a few more tiebreakers after that, but those two should take care of almost all ties.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out to the wing. Collins finds Dunn. Hits the three-point bomb. Dunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Reeves the pass to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's an 18-point lead. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Harden against Doncic. Over Harden, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Connect.
Yeah, Luka's arsenal does cover the mid-range now. That inside the arc jumper is easy for him.
Pass to Leonard. Down against Reeves. Zubac, a screen on Doncic. Harden, no good. Lakers trail by 16. Reeves with it. Zubac defending. Doncic, no good.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
Harden up top. Guarded by Doncic. Taken away by Hayes. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And really a big factor in their win last time out was his work at the line.
I think it was the difference in the game. In a close game, when you knock down those kinds of points at the stripe, that decides a game oftentimes. You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Lakers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Back to Connect. Lakers passing it around. It's tipped. Stolen by Zubac. To the paint. Here's Collins. Rebounded by the Lakers. Reeves with it. Averaging around 27.5 points a game. One of the best in the league.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Harden against Doncic. And stolen by James. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Friday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against the Hawks, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
And Reeves drops them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And it goes down 2 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Inside. Kicks it out to James. Oh, good with the triple.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And that one's good. Leonard.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Here's Doncic. His point totals exceed any reasonable expectations. Somehow he's managed to average about 34.5 points a game. Now here's LeBron. Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
That free throw, no good. Well, we have all enjoyed the NBA Cup tournament. And, Greg, the double meaning it brings to these games earlier in the season is just terrific.
Yeah, of course. They also count in the regular season standings as well. It allows teams a second trophy to chase, a championship that's a lot earlier in the calendar. And I'll tell you who else benefits. A lot of the young teams, because it puts them in a playoff mindset. I think it's going to help their progression over the course of the season.
Now here's Paul. Outside Collins. And stolen by LeBron. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view, how teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. Guys?
A tremendous IQ. Wow. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Buries it from three-point range. Bogdanovic has got 5 points so far.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Back to Smart. And here's James outside. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And let's check out stats for James. Over the last month, getting it done. He's around 14 points per game, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Hachimura, he's checked in for LeBron. Brown, he's checked in for the Clippers. Batum comes in for James Harden. Pass to Bogdanovic. Now here's Lopez for the three. And it's LaRavia with the rebound. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Takes the three. Smart misses. Clippers leading by 20. Lopez finds Paul. Here's Bogdanovic. Shoots over LaRavia. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year.
Shooting 2.
But not really enough to raise any red flags or to become alarmed about it.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
Yeah, you can sum up Rui Hachimura by calling him a pro's pro, a hard worker, and a guy that just continues to add value to his team.
Hachimura hits them both. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
So it's the Lakers now, following the shot by Chris Paul. Lopez dishes to Paul. Bogdanovic looking around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Second in free throw percentage. And they're top half of the league in field goal percentage. And patience has been one of their better virtues.
And they're a team you can't send to the free throw line because, Greg, of their incredible percentage. Lakers trail by 18. Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That one is off. He doesn't get the second one.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Paul. Clock at 4. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's Vincent, defended by Paul.
2 minutes remaining.
Hachimura with a screen on Paul. And that one's good. Hachimura's got 6 points.
And that's impressive mobility there. Hachimura is tough to stay with given how quick he rolls in these sets.
Bounce pass from Paul. And Bogdanovich kicks to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Lets it go from deep. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
And here are the Clippers now. It's a 14-point game. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Paul. Over Vincent. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Clippers lead by 16. The Lakers shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And given how well he shoots it from the line, this is not a good foul. Got to avoid that at all costs.
And that one falls for Smart.
And no doubt he's a defensive anchor. Smart's competitive spirit, it's just contagious.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Clippers leading by 15 to the inside. Here's Lopez, banked in off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Double by Bogdanovich. The Lakers shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Smart passes to Vanderbilt. Over in the corner, LaRavia. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
That's a 2 from Paul, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Paul's got 6 points. Lakers trail by 19. Now Vincent. Five on the clock. Right side, Smart. Launches a 3. Cans it from downtown. 6 points for him.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Clippers on top, up by 16. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm joined by Clippers head coach Ty Lue. And coach, when Kawhi Leonard comes out like he has tonight, what's the overall impact?
It impacts our team. I think, everything opens up. Guys are less on edge. And when he starts like this, it gives us some great momentum going into the game. So we like what he's doing right now. Now we got to build on it.
When you have a player like that, you follow his lead. Thanks, coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, Let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Well, I think for the Clippers, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Lakers.
This is so painful to watch. In fact, I stopped watching. Bad effort on the boards. This hurts so much, Ernie.
Yeah, I think we've officially lost Shaq's attention. Code red. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.